The most anticipated NFT drop came and went. $860 million in sales in less than 48 hours.
We're going to share everything you need to know about the other side, Bored Ape Yacht Club's Metaverse, and biggest drop yet. You don't want to miss this show. Welcome to Goats and the Metaverse. Stanley, how are you feeling about the other side of life?
Oh, what an emotional roller coaster. I tried to mint land and I had trouble working it out with gas. I was able to work it out. Shout out to Grateful Ape who helped me walk me through it. But I did not get a coda. I am very, 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 very disappointed that I did not get one, but also very grateful that I do own some land.
I had tremendous FOMO not being a KYC'd wallet, so I wasn't even able to participate in the land sale. So I had a fortune of FOMO, but was fortunate enough to be able to claim one of my mutants, and it did come with a coda. So, when sad story turned out to be a happy story at the end of the 48 hours. But let's go into a little bit about the drop. We'll go into the dynamics, but before we do that, let's talk about our Goat Vault. Where is the Goat Vault at today? And Goat Vault is continuously going down, $55,546. We're back to our low point, which was just about 3-4 weeks ago. That's how fast this market moves. Reminder about our Goat Vault, it is our giveaway. $55,000 is still a big chunk of change. And all you need to do is subscribe to our show. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, we are going to give away the contents of our Goat Vault, which is some shiny NFTs. We have some World of Women, some cool cats, some
Adam Bomb.
in there, Stanley. We've got some bomb squads, we've got some goats, you name it, we've got them in the Goat Vault. We invested $2,600 of our own money and continue to do so, and we're going to give away that at 5,000 subscribers, which is coming in hot, coming up as fast as the prices are going down. We are getting to that number. So smash that subscribe button. Where is ETH today, Stanley?
$2,803. Ethereum is down, which could be a buying signal. Hashtag not financial advice. Do your own research. Let's check in on the daily check-in about NFTs. What is up? What is down? I'm going to predict that Bored Ape is down. Yes, it is. It was sitting at around 155 Ethereum. Right now, it is at 128 Ethereum. Mutants are down. Punks are down. Moonbirds are up. Welcome back to the board. Moonbirds, be friends, are going down. And so a World of Women. But I think the biggest surprise of the weekend is Doodles are sitting at 22.5 Ethereum. Last time we recorded our show, I believe Doodles were hanging around the 15 Ethereum mark. That's 7.5 Ethereum gain. There's some leaked information out there. Token coming, land coming, something is coming. Nobody really knows, but it's a 22.5 Ethereum right now.
We did see some challenges with the other side, Otherdeed land sale, gas prices, issues. We'll go into the details of that, but that is bullish signal for the other projects that have had maybe a little less hiccups along the way. Azuki also up tremendously. They came out with a way to be gas efficient in their sale. So we're getting some praise for that technical innovation. We also see something we haven't seen in a while. Generative art for Denzas climbed 12 ETH over the weekend. So something going on in the Tyler Hobbs for Denza world and generative art. Maybe we're going to start seeing art block starting to climb again through that. But let's get into the biggest drop we've ever seen, the fastest 100 ETH secondary volume sale ever in the history of NFTs, less than 24 hours to get to that number, showing the size of the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem and Yuga Labs reach the other side world. We covered it on our previous show, but a recap on what the other side world. This is Bored Ape Yacht Club Yuga Labs' introduction to the metaverse, them building out what they called a massive multiplayer metaverse where everyone is invited, and the way they kicked that off was through a land sale. Yesterday, it's on Sunday, this land sale kicked off at a very high price to enter, 305 ape coin, approximately $4,500 to be able to participate. But if you had been holding a ape or a mutant or even a kennel club, you got given that ape for free. So effectively free for many people to be able to participate. And it was the most anticipated drop of the century. And because of that, there was some huge gas problems in doing so. Stanley, you were there minting live. Talk us through what happened.
So I believe gas came out at around the 3 Ethereum mark. In order to mint one, you had to spend 3 Ethereum. A lot of the OGs and the big whales,
$10,000.
$10,000. A lot of those guys had no problem spending it. Now, mind you, this is 55,000 plots of land. This is not your ordinary 10K PFP drop. It was minting very slow, very, 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 very slow because nobody wanted to pay, or very few people wanted to pay the 3K, the 3 ETH gas fees. And what was happening was people were playing the game. You know, should I go up in gas? Should I go down in gas? They were trying to make it so they could actually land, buy the land. I sat there for a good hour and change waiting to see what happens. My transaction got stuck. I was trying to figure it out. I couldn't find the speed up button. Very noob move there because it wasn't appearing in my MetaMask. I went to advanced settings. I was able to figure it out. I tried canceling my transaction, but didn't want to get stuck paying the enormous gas fees. I, for 2 of them, ended up spending about 1.5 Ethereum per. So 3 Ethereum for 2. That's what I spent in gas. I believe that was kind of somewhere around the average based on what I've seen. That's a lot of money. Most people did not have the Ethereum for gas fees. And a lot of people were very, 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 very disappointed. Somebody asked me this question on Twitter. What do I think about how this was handled? Honestly, I think Yuga Labs is just that type of product where you have to overspend for gas. There's a lot more demand than supply. And unfortunately, people that have the Ethereum are able to purchase it. Now, if you look at secondary market right now, you could buy this thing for less than 4 ETH, which is probably less than what people actually pay for them, including the ape and gas. So it might even continue to go down. We don't know. Everybody was trying to get the quota. So there might be an opportunity if you wanted to be in that BAYC ecosystem for you to come in there and snipe one of these things up in the 3.5 to 4 Ethereum range, which right now seems like a pretty fair price to me.
It might be a fair price. I think the biggest criticism that Yuga Labs got, they came out with a tweet after all the gas challenges and pretty much said that it's Ethereum's fault and we need to launch our own chain. The community did not like that, not taking full ownership. There were some people who said, well, the contracts weren't written in the most efficient way, and they could have avoided the whole gas challenge by gating times for people to be able to mint because they'd KYC'd everyone anyway. So why not just tier it out over time and give people 24 to 48 hours to participate? Nonetheless, that is history. Let's look at the future. What does it mean if you're thinking about entering into the other side? Which land is worth what? We're seeing different floor prices for different parcels. It's a little bit complicated, so we're going to try and help you understand in a rapid fire way. What does that look like? Well, first, the biggest information that you have is on the Otherside website where they talk through the distribution of these land parcels. 10% of them go to what called the bored apes of the biogenic swamp. And that is basically earmarking or locating different sections of this metaverse. The center of it has been given to anyone who holds an ape. So anyone who holds an ape has got this area called the biogenic swamp. That is the center of the metaverse. Then you have mutant apes who get the little outer rung of that, which is the chemical goo. And then everyone else got in the other regions of this metaverse. And they have different names like rainbow lore or something along those lines and different types of areas. So when you're seeing the floor price at 3.85, which is at today, you're looking at the outer areas of this metaverse world, the Rainbow Atmos, Cosmic Dream, and Infinite Expanse. How do you find that on OpenSea? What does that actually look like? So we've gone and done that for you. If you look at a NFT that we've looked at here of the Otherdeed, this one happens to have a coda in it. That's also an element that people are paying a higher price for. And you can see here what is the attributes that is made up of that. Sediment is that area that we just described to you. The sediment for this NFT, this Otherdeed land, is in the chemical goo section, which is the section for mutant apes. And you can see, well, what is the sediment goo area floor price sitting at if you clicked on sediment goo? And we can see that on the options with a buy now, that is trading at 5.37 ETH. Unless you have a coda. With a coda, that's sitting closer to the 30 ETH price point. And if you look at the ones that have been given to ape holders in that central location, that floor is sitting at about 12 to 13 ETH. That's what you're seeing in these different floor prices for the different areas. Very speculative still about what difference does it make where you are in this metaverse. What are going to be the different rights? Why should you be paying a premium for things closer together? We don't have that information yet, but if you are considering buying, you got to decide whether you want to be in the outer ring on the standard floor price, whether you want to be closer where the mutants are, or even closer where the apes are. And if you want to have specific attributes that come into this, that could be resources that are available, or you want to go for one of those shiny codas, you're going to be paying a premium for that. So more information to come out, but that is how the land has been distributed. That was the good, the bad, and the ugly of the other side that happened this weekend.
So if you got a coda and you got a coda and in the minted land, it's sitting at, I believe, about 25 Ethereum. If you got one in the mutant land, it's sitting at somewhere in the low 30s. If you got one in ape land, it's sitting at 54 ETH floor. So here you go. Yuga Labs rewarding their holders.
Their holders.
Once again. There's some luck involved, but if you got that coda, you got approximately $150,000+ gifted to you just by owning an ape. That is how you create value, my friend. You give somebody $150,000. Look, it's very complicated. It's very crazy. I was talking to a lot of people on Saturday that were trying to mint that didn't have the Ethereum, but they were telling me stories. They sold most of their NFTs to go ahead and buy this. This is how much conviction people have in Yuga and want to be a part of that system. I'm going to predict that these floors are going to go back up once they start making some announcements and explaining to people what does coda farts actually mean. I got one, and things of that matter. I think the floors are going to go up eventually, and long term holders will win just because I believe in Yuga. Maybe I'll be proven wrong.
We've said it before, in Yuga we trust. Let's see if that plays out, and we'll continue to keep you posted on all things Yuga and others in this episode of Goats in the Metaverse. We hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, this is not financial advice. We are here to help you, educate you, and have fun along the way. Peace.